Altoid's going to look to clear it out of the zone, puts it back towards the Canisius net, cleared away by Galixia, who's going to drive it back towards the net. Galixia looking for it. Shot on by Canisius, just wide, hits off the post. Red Rocket's going to carry it out. Covered there by the Canisius defender, Galixia, but that's sent right back towards the net. A demolition out front, but shot goes wide, unfortunately, there for North Dakota. Red Rocket pressuring the ball again. I'm Stuff clearing it out of their zone. Altoid sends it back. Galixia on the defensive side makes the defensive stuff. Ball up on the wall in the Canisius zone. Frush looking to defend against I'm Stuff, who misses a touch in the North Dakota zone, and Frush is able to get it up and out. Shadow Storm going up for it, but Red Rocket sends one towards the net, just saved by the Canisius defenders. Now Altoid on the follow-up takes it in the air off the backboard, but just sent wide by the defender for Canisius and out of their zone. I'm Stuff carries it downfield. Frush with a stuff there, and he's going to try and clear out of his own zone, and he will effectively, but the Canisius defender's back. Shadow Storm looking to clear, but misses his clear. Altoid with the ball now. Ball careening towards the net, but just wide, as there's not a third prong of the North Dakota attack. Red Rocket shooting it, looking for a center there, but nobody there. Galixia misses his clearing attempt. Altoid now towards the net. Frush with the attempted shot missed. I'm Stuff is going to send it back. Galixia with a shot on, but that's stuffed by the North Dakota defenders. Frush sends it back into the Canisius zone now. Shadow Storm looking for the save, misses. Frush had it, and he just puts it off the crossbar, or excuse me, the post. Just misses that shot there, and a clear from Canisius now. Altoid's able to get back and work it away from his own net. Galixia attempts to go up for it, but misses that touch. Altoid waiting for the ball to drop. It will, and he's going to be challenged by I'm Stuff, who's just going to send it over to the side. Shadow Storm now pushing into the North Dakota zone, but not before Red Rocket can clear that ball and send it back down into the Canisius half. Really some back and forth Rocket League after that one North Dakota goal. But now Altoid towards the net, misses, and Frush on the rebound is able to take that and score. Really great read off the rebound there for Frush. As you see, Altoid takes that initial shot, and then Frush is able to put it back into the net.
And just like you said, it is now 2-0 for North Dakota, and Canisius looking for a way back like I was against my internet issues. So now with just over 2 minutes remaining here, Brush getting a much needed clear here for North Dakota. It's Shadow Storm finding a touch, and I'm Stuff looking for a clear here. Keeps on the hood of his car. The challenge goes wide of the net, and Frush able to get that ball past one, leaves it for Altoid. Now looking for a play here along the boards. Gets it by one. No boost in the tank. Can't find the bump on I'm Stuff either, but the shot is there, and the shot is good from Frush. Make it 3-0.
Yeah, and that's just a great read right there. Hemmed into their offensive zone. Altoid able to center it, strips it away from the Canisius defender, and then Frush is able to tap it into the back of the net, puts them up by 3.
And you'll note there that shot coming through over top of all three players. Just no one back on that back line for the side of Canisius. So maybe a little bit eager play from the side of the Golden Griffins.
Yeah, definitely. It's very important to try and not get overzealous in terms of offense or in terms of even clearing the ball, because you can get burned like they were right there. Ball a little bit too high, a little bit too far, weren't able to get back to it.
Centered down into the Griffins' defensive zone. I'm Stuff looking for a clear. He is stopped by Frush. Looking for another play. Does it all by himself. 3 flicks. Make it 3 on the board for Frush. A hat trick this game.
Yeah, and that's just a really nice solo effort. He's able to flick it around the last remaining Canisius defender, and then it's him in the net, and he's able to tap it in. No defenders back. North Dakota up by 4.
Just over a minute remaining here, and North Dakota's offense clicking like we have not seen all season so far. But Canisius looking for a way back. 2 players in on that aerial attempt. They are denied by Red Rocket. Now Frush from the ceiling. Looking for a touch. Gets denied, but Altoid is there to up the pace once more. I'm Stuff can't find the touch off the wall. Red Rocket trying to find a hard angle, and Altoid looking for the backboard, down again, but he is denied by I'm Stuff. Altoid retreating, picks up the mid boost, and is able to cut that play off at the pass. Now Shadow Storm. He is denied by Frush. Down in front, the shot is saved away, and I'm Stuff, well, had a clear for the moment, but he is bumped off the ball, and it is just unrelenting pressure here from North Dakota.
Yeah, and Canisius is really having a hard time in their own defensive zone. They're not able to clear it very effectively. I don't know if that's just a jitters against a strong team or what the case is, but nevertheless, North Dakota's pressure has been top tier, and that's the end of the game. North Dakota's going to take this one.
And solidly so. They keep the Golden Griffins off the board there. They win game one 4-0 and outshoot them by honestly what felt like a lot more than what the scoreboard says. You see 9-5 in shots, and North Dakota just had so much time of possession on offense.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what makes you think there was more shots on net than there were, because North Dakota really lived in that Canisius zone. But instead of taking a lot of okay shots, they took a less amount of grade A shots. And I've said that before. Their shot placement and their opportunities are what win games. And though they didn't get a whole ton of shots, they really got the effective shots that won them that game.
Yeah, and what I'm looking for here in game number 2 is how does Canisius find a way to clear that zone? Because like you saw, every time they tried to get a clear, they were really cut off. They were able to do some stuff creatively, like we saw I'm Stuff had a dribble through the middle when he had the space, but feels like North Dakota really good at cutting off that open space.
Yeah, definitely. North Dakota really able to react to those attempts of the creative plays down the middle, and they were really effective in keeping the ball when it was in their own defensive zone. They were able to keep it away from the net, off to the perimeters in the corners, and then got powerful, successful clearances out of their own zone to kind of stifle that Canisius offensive pressure.
Absolutely. As we get ready for game number 2 here, we'll see if Canisius can even things up, or if North Dakota can clean up their play and clean up this set. They goose-egged Canisius in game number 1. That's a nice clear over top of one, but Frush able to get back in time. And Frush has done a very nice job so far, especially in this set in particular. Not a typical name of this North Dakota roster.
No, it's not one we've seen very often, but one that we've seen a ton and called a ton this series. But right there, Red Rocket able to put it into the back of the net off of a great clearance by himself. He clears the ball, reads the redirect off the wall, and he's able to put it into the back of the net. Really nice solo effort. The clearance into the shot on net puts North Dakota up by 1 early.
Beautiful stuff there from Red Rocket, and like you said, big early lead there for North Dakota. I'm Stuff looking for the flick over top, but Frush again making the save, and Altoid now looking for a passing play through the middle. Galixi was up for it, but the touch went backwards, and so Shadow Storm had to respond. Now Frush from the sideboards, now off the ceiling, looking for another play, but I'm Stuff to stuff that attempt out. Play here from Altoid winning the challenge. Shadow Storm kind of stuck on the goal line. Does find the challenge on Altoid, but the chance from Frush could not find the touch, and it's Galixi who's actually going to get the credit here. No one back on the side of North Dakota. Canisius is on the board.
Yeah, a little bit of an overcommit there by North Dakota. All 3 of their players were in the offensive zone, and then that powerful clear by Galixi just got all the way back to the net. Nobody was able to get there in time, and now Canisius has tied this game at 1.
Under 4 minutes remaining here, and a much-needed goal from Canisius to stop the bleeding. That was 5 unanswered between game 1 and 2. Now Red Rocket looking to find a way to respond here. Kicks that one off the corner. Galixi was there. Frush looking for Altoid on the redirect towards the net. The shot is on, but it is saved. I believe it was Imstuff who got in front of that ball, and they could not find a way to put that ball in the back of the net. Now Altoid trying to up the pace here, takes it far wide of the net, all the way across, and that one will be denied. Off the corner, it's Galixi now. From the wall, stopped by Altoid. Racing after this boost, looking for another play. Gets it over top of one. I'm Stuff on the back line. Denied by Frush. Off the backboard, it's Red Rocket. The demo comes through it. Dakota take the lead.
That's a very effective demo goal right there. I'm Stuff with the attempted clear fails, and then Galixi, the last defender in, is demoed, and there's nobody back to stop that shot by Red Rocket. Now North Dakota regains their 1-goal lead.
That backboard play, something we have sort of missed through the first couple of weeks of action from North Dakota, but they love to attack that backboard and give their offense a chance from that specific spot.
Yeah, and that's a really sound play too. A lot of teams will rely on that backboard because it's the one place on the field where you can really read where the ball is going to angle off. Not too many confusing bounces off the backboard like there is in the corner or the more curved sides of the wall. So it's an effective location to set up a center play, and North Dakota is using it very well so far this game.
Shadowstorm getting a much-needed clear for Canisius, and Altoid now backtracking, gets over top of one, has a flick over a second, and Imstuff will have to backtrack and corral this ball in his own corner. Stopped by Red Rocket, chipped up towards the backboard again, and Red Rocket to drop that one down. Altoid could not find the touch, so he will have to regroup from the wall. Looking for a play here, looking for a ground pinch, has it, the shot is wide. Frush now trying to recenter this one. Gets it down, the shot is on in front, but I believe that ball, and Canisius will get away with one there.
Yeah, definitely, and that's really, really lucky. I mean, no, not a better term to use right there. They were a little bit out of position, but unfortunately for North Dakota, the ball just went a little bit haywire, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. Looks like the technical difficulties have continued, so I'm going to pick up right where my partner Soy left off. Altoid defends that shot right there effectively. Canisius keeping the pressure in the offensive zone, but Altoid with an effective clear right there to get the ball out of the zone. Frush now on the backboard play coming through again, but this time Canisius able to clear, and there was one man back able to make the save as Altoid. And now Altoid's going to clear the zone himself. Sends it deep into the Canisius zone, but Imstuff is there for it. Tries to clear. Clear is not effective, however. Drops down in front of the Canisius net, but no North Dakota players were there to capitalize on it, so the scoreline stays the same. Imstuff attempts another clear, but Shadowstorm, I don't know if he meant to do that, but he kept the ball in their zone, but now Imstuff able to clear over the midline. Not before Frush is there to challenge, and Altoid's going to send it right back down to the Canisius zone. Frush now, pushing the play, centers it. Altoid was there but unable to tap it in, and that's going to careen back down into the North Dakota zone. Ball in front of the North Dakota net. Imstuff there. He's able to put it into the back of the net, tie this game at 2 with 28 seconds left. Absolutely fantastic play from Imstuff there, able to read the defense, get it into the back of the net, and tie this game at 2.
Much needed goal there from Canisius. Like you said, they tie this game back up. And now North Dakota looking to find a way to respond once again. Good touch there from Frush. Off the backboard once more. Imstuff gets a much needed play onto that ball. With short time remaining, it's over top of Shadowstorm on the goal line as Imstuff redirected off the corner, but Galixi gets the demo. That stops a shot attempt. One that would have found its way towards the net, presumably, and with 0 time left, Imstuff's shot is well wide, and it will stay up here for the moment. Shadowstorm looking for a play on it, but Frush denies it. That's dangerously towards the goal. Imstuff could not get back in time for that ball, so it would have gone in, but Canisius escaped and get to overtime.
Yeah, and that's fortunate right there because there was only one man back and the ball was over top of him. So fortunate there for Canisius that the ball dropped where it did and send this game to overtime.
Altoid now with a little bit of boost to work with. Sends this one mid. No one there on North Dakota able to respond to this ball. Gets kicked out wide. Frush finds a touch, but Galixi stopping that play. Altoid with the stop as well, and it's Imstuff kicking that one off the wall. Red Rocket on the corner. Chips this ball forward. Looking for another play through the corner once again. Frush late to it. Imstuff backtracking to make that play. And through about the first minute here, still feels like North Dakota has solid control of the ball, where Canisius, their opportunities, well, they are opportunistic.
Yeah, definitely. North Dakota is really kind of running the offensive play, but Canisius is having a very strong transition game, and that's what's kept them in this game, and that's what's forced the overtime.
Gulixi here from the corner. Trush down in front of the box. Slow to respond there, and Gulixi now turning. Did not pick up the corner boost, but I'm Stuff is there. Denied by Red Rocket. Gulixi also denied by Frush as well. Shadow Storm on the goal line. Kicks this ball out. The shot is on, and I'm Stuff there to respond to Altoid. Now Red Rocket in a difficult position. I'm Stuff with the flick over top. Altoid does get back in time. And now we'll try and get the offense going once more. Through the corner, over top of the backboard, and Frush stops that one from Gulixi. The chance is denied by Shadow Storm. Gulixi kicks that one mid. I'm Stuff. Difficult play for him, but he is able to make it. Now Altoid looking for the shot on. Gulixi on the goal line. Altoid wanted the rebound. Red Rocket's shot is wide of the net. Frush kicking this one off the boards, and he will be denied by I'm Stuff. Altoid once again can't find the touch. Left it for Red Rocket. Shot is wide. The redirect from Altoid can't find the touch he needs, and it feels like an opportunity here for Frush. Can't find the second touch onto that one. Canisius' defense getting away with one there.
Yeah, and this has really been all North Dakota the past few minutes, and there it is. Altoid just lets that ball roll into the back of the net. He gets the touch off the wall right here, and that's the last touch he makes on the play. Gulixi misses his touch, and the ball just rolls in. Red Rocket looked like he tried to steal that goal at the last second, but no dice. North Dakota's going to take this game in overtime, and now Canisius has got their backs against the walls. They've got one more shot to bring this series back.
Match point for North Dakota. They outshot Canisius 13-8 in that game, but like you saw, Canisius was able to respond at times, but it still felt like the time of possession was just all in North Dakota's favor.
Yeah, like you said earlier, Canisius very opportunistic in their chances, and it did work for them. Their transition game was strong, but unfortunately, you can't win a game when you're in your defensive end of the field for most of it, and that's what happened to Canisius. So definitely looking to see them clear the ball more and not get stuck in their zone as much as they did this past game.
It also feels like their defense in particular is kind of slow to break out. Players like Shadow Storm and I'm Stuff make saves on the goal line, but that transition game that we saw, especially from last game, it's just not as fast.
Yeah, their speed is definitely lacking so far in this series. I don't know if it's a communication thing, like deciding who's going to go for the ball or what the case is, but they really need to work on their breakouts. It needs to be quicker and more effective, because that's where they're getting caught up the most. Like right there is a great example. They try to get it off on the wall, but they're just so slow to do it that North Dakota is able to read it and keep it in their zone.
Frush with a chance here on the demo on the back line. Frush will score. Open net goal. The physicality coming into play.
Yeah, definitely so, because that demolition got rid of the last defender back, and Frush with a wide open net was able to pop it into the bottom right corner, and they lead this game by 1.
And a quick strike too, just inside 30 seconds into this match, and North Dakota has the lead that they've had for most of this set. Altoid keeping this one in, but Gulixi there to respond. Red Rocket quick on this ball as well. Looking for another touch here. Wins the challenge against I'm Stuff, but Shadow Storm is there. He is challenged by Frush. Looking for a second one towards the net, but it was not quite there, and Altoid will be able to corral this ball, get it forward, but he is denied. Now Red Rocket looks for a booming clear over top of one. Altoid wanted the touch, but Shadow Storm was able to get that touch on the back line. Another chance on the goal line, denied by Shadow Storm. Altoid off the ceiling, the drop down, looking for Frush, the bouncer wide of the net. Rebound for Red Rocket goes in, make it 2-0 North Dakota.
Yeah, and right there it was just an example of North Dakota running the show offensively. Canisius unable to get that ball out of the zone. They got hemmed in, and the pressure just mounted. Turned out to be too much for them, and North Dakota leads this game by 2 now.
This ball will find its way to the Canisius half. That one's over top of one. Shadow Storm has to get back and make the save. Looking for a play off the wall here. Can't quite find the touch he needs, and Frush Sends it forward, but I'm stuck. Looking for the air dribble. Altoid quick to respond to that play and shut it down. Kicked off the corner once more. It's Frush from the wall. Looking for the air dribble. I'm stuck. Gets a demo on a possible shooter, but they can't find the touch they need. It's Altoid crossbar and down. Make it 3-0.
That's the dangers of the demolition game, is you can pull yourself out of position in order to make that demo. And you saw that there from I'm Stuff. He pulled himself out of his defensive position in the rotation, and then he had to play cleanup, trying to get back to where he belonged. And by the time he got back to his position, it was too late, and North Dakota scores a third goal.
Just over 3 minutes remaining here. And Canisius, they're going to need a lot if they are going to find a way back into this set. But they've got plenty of time to do it. Altoid trying to slow down play here. I'm Stuff, or actually that Shadow Storm, able to recover from the bump and still find a touch. Pass in front for Red Rocket, denied by I'm Stuff. Galixi biting on a ball that he cannot get to in time. So Frush keeping the pressure on once more. Shadow Storm trying to relieve some of that pressure, but he cannot do so. Altoid not able to get to that ball. Galixi looking to race forward. Put one on. The rebound towards the corner. Wide of the net. I'm Stuff. He bit too early. Shadow Storm shot is on, and it's good. Defender got a piece of it, but it's not enough, and Canisius is on the board.
Boy, and they hit the post so many times before Shadow Storm was finally able to convert on the play and put it in. Altoid almost made that save, got the touch on the front of his car, but unfortunately for him, it just rolls right in past him, and Canisius finally gets on the board in this game.
Just enough power gives Canisius a chance here with under 2:30 to go. They are going to need 2 more, but possession has come few and far between for the Golden Griffins, especially those quality chances. As Altoid takes to the skies here and gets it under one. The rebound kicks off the corner. Frush trying to turn back, sends this one back towards the post, and it's in! Frush with a hard angle scores to make it 4-1.
Boy, and that first shot almost went in, but hooked out of the post. Frush with the same style of shot, hard angle, but this time they get the bounce they want. Goes into the back of the net, and North Dakota gets that 3-goal lead back.
Big goal there from Frush. He has really stepped up in this series. Numerous goals throughout this set, and Galixi now to send this one forward, trying to get Canisius back within striking distance. I'm Stuff. The challenge over top of Red Rocket, but he still manages to find a touch. And Galixi backtracking here. Altoid gets bumped off it. Shot from Shadow Storm wide of the net. Galixi chasing off the ceiling. Down in front, but he cannot find a shot onto the net. Galixi now leaves it for I'm Stuff. I'm Stuff is demoed off of that challenge from Altoid. Now Shadow Storm kicks it out mid. Galixi is there, but can't quite get the angle he needs. Was low on boost going up for that aerial. Red Rocket down in front for Frush off the post. Third man in is Altoid. Slow plays this one over top of Galixi, over top of Shadow Storm, and it's in. Altoid to make it 5-1.
Yeah, that's a great play from Altoid right there. He slows it right down, slows the play down, and gets the first defender to bite, and he's able to just pop the ball up over the second. Great solo effort there to pop that goal, put them up by 4.
74 seconds remaining, but Canisius, they are running low on time and boost as that one nearly finding the net, and now Galixi. That one pinches awkwardly in front. Galixi trying to get something going, but no one back on defense. Once again, it's Frush with the hat trick here. Make it 6-1.
Yeah, he's definitely making his presence felt in this series. And you saw it right there, Shadow Storm a bit too early on his push forward for the offensive zone. And because of that, it left the net wide open for Frush to just be able to deposit that goal.
And the power he got behind that shot, too, was just something else to catch out that back line. I'm Stuff trying to find one, but cannot find the touch he needs. Galixi now stopped by Frush. Shadow Storm looking to encroach here, but it is Frush to get another big clear. Red Rocket off the boards, looking for Frush. Sent it wide, could not find the angle. Maybe got a little bit eager himself. Galixi down in front. Has a little bit of boost to work with, but it is Frush to get this ball away once again. Red Rocket looking for the stop in front, but they cannot find it. It's Galixi getting one more on the board for the Golden Griffins.
Yep, and I'm stuff right there was able to keep that ball in the North Dakota zone, and because of that, the ball just rolls right in front of the net. Galixi's got one man to beat, and he does. Gets that second goal up on the board with 28 seconds left.
4 goals is still a lot to ask for, especially the way North Dakota has played this set. Off the corner, Frush can't find another touch onto that ball. He has been everywhere in this game for North Dakota as Shadow Storm kicks that one off the boards. I'm Stuff is there, but Altoid quick to respond. Hasn't opened yet. If he can turn on this one, the shot off the post, the rebound from Frush. Galixi can't get the stop, and it's 7-2.
Yep, and that's the fourth goal for Frush right there by Altoid with a really nice chase down of his own shot. And Galixi with a really interesting save attempt there, wraps himself up around the back end of the goal, and it almost works for him in a weird turn of events, but the ball does end up into the back of the net.
Short time remaining here, and a kickoff goal for Altoid to make it 8-2. Running up the score are North Dakota.
Yeah, Frush with a nice face-off tie-up right there. Not every time do you see the face-off won definitively. Sometimes the ball will sit there like that, and whoever gets to it first, that's a good shot on net and a good opportunity to put one up on the board, and they converted right there.
Time expiring. This ball will eventually touch the ground, but it is North Dakota getting the sweep over Canisius, maybe looking for one more. And this offense, reminiscent of the offense we saw long ago, and they get a much-needed sweep to get their first win of EGF Season 3.
Yeah, and that's just a great momentum win for them. Hopefully they can carry the momentum from this series on into the series coming forward and regain their footing in this league, because you know what North Dakota is capable of. They have a good team, they have a quality team, and they've been here a long time. They know how this works. So good on them to get that first win off the season, get that goose egg off the board, and they can move forward now.
They had 14 shots to Canisius's 5 in that game. And like you said, just so much time of possession, so much time on offense, and they just continually peppered the net.